Hey guys, it's Ashley with 3R Sales and Service. Today we're taking a look at a 6-foot Banshee skid. We also have a 6-foot 4-inch version of this available as well. So this skid, the package includes two 12-volt soft wash systems and a 3,000 PSI 5.5 gallon a minute pressure washer. So we'll go over starting on the passenger side of the skid and we'll work our way around. So over here, right up front, so this is where the cab of the truck would be, and then that end would be the tailgate end of the truck. So we've got our pressure washer hose reel with 200 feet of the 3/8 gray hose. On all of our hose reels, we've got the locking connections just to keep your hoses nice and secure so that when you're going down the road, you don't have to worry about anything unwinding. We do have pin locks on all of the reels as well, so it shouldn't be an issue at all. But all of our hose reels are the 12-inch Titan hose reels. They're aluminum framed with stainless manifolds. The exception to that manifold is the incoming hose reel. That one actually has a big 1-inch manifold for filling the tank faster. So moving on down on the pressure washer reel, we've got our soap injection for the pressure washer. This is where your soap's going to draw into the system so that it can be applied. It's adjustable, so you can have it all the way closed off, or you can open it up to a 20% draw and anywhere in between. This soap injector is connected to the pressure washer soap manifold. What this allows you to do is pull from either your bleach tank, your surfactant tank, or from we just have like a regular dip tube line that you can reach from the back of the truck, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. But the nice thing about these is it has corrosion resistant valves on there, and you can open up your bleach and then like crack your surfactant a little bit if you want to be able to pull both of them at the same time. And then you can completely shut them off and just use your dip tube if you have something like a degreaser or something that you want to use instead of your bleach or your surfactant. Behind that, we have our two metering systems for the soft wash. Like I said, we have two soft wash systems on here so that two people can soft wash at the same time, or you can just use one as a backup system if a pump goes out, so you can just switch over quickly. This is our soft wash number 1, soft wash number 2. Both of these systems do just about the same thing. You can meter your water, your surfactant, and your bleach. These are much more precise metering valves, and the bleach one actually tells you what percentage of bleach you are drawing through the system, assuming that your water valve is all the way open. The bleach also has a rinse valve at the bottom here, so you can walk over, you can switch over to water, rinse out that valve, and apply water just for rinsing through your soft wash system. This manifold for soft wash number 2 is the same, except right here we have a quick connect so that we can actually use the soft wash as a transfer pump to fill the 55-gallon bleach tank. Makes it a lot easier so that you're not physically lifting anything, or you don't need a separate transfer pump in order to transfer your fluids. All right, so this is our soft wash number 1 reel. This has 200 feet of 1/2-inch hose on it. Again, the locking connectors and the Titan reel. I'll move around this side. If you're able to go down a little bit lower, I can show you where we have that dip tube that I was telling you about and the tank drain. So we have a 100-gallon tank on this, and this is the drain hose here. Everything's all zip tied and secured because we're getting ready to ship this out. And then it has a ball valve at the very end so that you control it from the back of the truck. So you can empty all the water out, wash your hands off, whatever you need to do, but it's controlled with this valve. The other hose here, you can see the chemical valve. It's got a screen, like a chemical screen at the bottom of it, and that is what the dip tube is that was on that downstream manifold. If you have a bucket at the back of your truck or on the ground or something, you just drop that in and you can pull your degreaser or whatever solution through there. The aluminum box it's a toolbox, but it also has all of the soft wash pumps and the charger and everything installed in there. So it's got all of our shipping materials in it for this particular customer that's going out to, but you can see we've got both pumps, both accumulators, we've got both power switches on the side, nice and easy to access. And then it also fits our spare parts box in here perfectly, so they can keep their spare components inside the same toolbox. And then they have a spare pump and a battery meter and all kinds of stuff in there too, just for their spare components. This box does lock, so if you wanted to keep your items secure, you can just lock it with the key that's provided. On the back side of the box is where the battery charger and the batteries are. And then behind that, we have our 55-gallon bleach tank. And behind that, our 100-gallon water tank. Here's our pressure washer, 3,000 PSI, 5.5 gallon per minute. It is belt driven. We have the bleeder valve on here so that you can prime your pump and get all the air out of the line between the tank and the pressure washer. So it's a nice, easy startup. You don't have to worry about burning up any seals in there. It has the cool bypass hooked up as well, so that whenever you are pressure washing and water's coming out your wand, as soon as you let off that trigger, it circulates the water back at the pump. So we extend that line to the tank, keep nice, fresh, cool water running through the pump to prevent it from overheating while you're in bypass mode. Behind that is the battery for the pressure washer. It is an electric start pressure washer. It also has the recoil if for whatever reason you had issues with your electric start or your battery got too low. Let's see, other thing here. So the line that you see that's right down here, kind of crouch down a little bit, this is our bleeder valve. So whenever you turn the bleeder valve, you just have to kind of lean over to turn it. The water will come out through this, and then once it's a nice steady stream, that's when you know all of the air is out of the line. It's blue right now because we just winterized everything. Here's our soft wash number 2 reel. Again, 200 feet of 1/2-inch hose. We have our 16-gallon surfactant tank, and you can see all the lines being pulled through here. This is for each soft wash and the pressure washer. And then lastly, we have our incoming hose reel. This has 100 feet of 3/4-inch Flexzilla hose. But you can see here we've got the big 1-inch manifold, and that helps feed that tank quite a bit faster. It's not restricted with a 1/2-inch manifold. Behind it, we've got a filter before it goes to the tank, just to keep a lot of that debris from settling inside the tank. Makes it a little bit easier and less work, I guess, for the other filters to have to keep that debris out before it goes into any of the other machines. Up top, we have the surface cleaner rack. So it is holding a 21-inch Mossmatic surface cleaner. The hinged door right here, you can just flip this over and lock it in place. You can use a padlock if you want to, just to make sure everything stays secure while you're driving around, or if you're parked somewhere for a long period of time. Just keeps people out of everything. And then, of course, this is on the ladder rack. So you've got plenty of space for ladders if you need to add that, or any other longer materials that you'll be carrying with you. So if you have any questions on this, we will have all the information on our website, 3rpressurewashers.com, or feel free to call us and we can go over fitment or any other questions that you have on it. Thanks.